asked you, how you would approach the budget bill, which, has to pass if the government is if we're to avert a government shutdown in October. You said that you wouldn't vote for budget legislation that wasn't bipartisan. How do you weigh the livelihoods of the people who live in your district who would then be out of work, who would be prevented from doing their jobs versus the sort of, the desire to ensure that the budget is bipartisan?
Look, I don't want to see a government shutdown. First, I would say that, Republicans are in charge. So Donald Trump likes to be in charge and talk about the fact that he's in charge. They're in charge of the White House, the House, and the Senate. So they have the ability to pass legislation to fund the government and keep it open. If they need Democrats to do that, then there has to be a real bipartisan discussion and negotiation and process. And for me, if that were to happen, and right now in the House, there isn't really even the pretense of a bipartisan negotiation. Republicans are moving forward on their own. I would be pushing for, and I think all of this is important to our region, but also important to the country. It's not about what I want or House Democrats want, about what the American people need. They need health care that's affordable and accessible. They need us to prevent the skyrocketing ACA premium increases we'll see very, very soon if nothing happens. They need us to prevent the devastating $1 trillion cut to Medicaid. They need a federal government that is funded and functioning with an executive branch and a White House that actually moves forward and implements the programs that Congress funds. And look, we have to have assurances that we're not going to have a bipartisan agreement on Tuesday, right, where we compromise, right? In a negotiation, you have to compromise, but hopefully you get some things in that negotiation. We pass that bill, the president signs it, and then on Wednesday says we're actually not going to do those things. And that's what we've seen with rescissions and other impoundment, all that stuff. Can't happen.
Here now, Stephanie, and